All right, gonna drill some holes in another. Gonna drill some holes in another lid. And I just soaked them in the bottom one last night. So we'll get another one ready here. All right, see, I just drilled some holes in the bottom of them. Pop it on here. I hate all the buttons on the phone when you're trying to do this, but you can see one drains into the next one, drains into the next one. There you go. Everybody gets watered. I got some soybean seeds in there. I'm assuming those came from the let that all get drained. The phone keeps turning off of me. Compost pile hasn't started yet. They say it takes a couple days. I've never tried it this way before. I've always just made my compost by just piling stuff up into a big bin and letting it sit for a couple years. They say if you do it like this, you can turn it in 18 days, you can get compost. So that's what I'm trying to do. I don't know if it'll work or not. We're going to give it a whirl. I'd just soon, if I can figure out a way to get compost faster, that would be cool. But as you can see, all the area around here, it's all compost. I just got to rake it up again. Chickens spread it around and gets clutter in it. I just tend to rake it up with a hard rake and shift it, and then I'll pour it in my beds. But thought we'd try something different, watching everybody on YouTube. So we'll give it, they said it can take up to 4 days, so we'll give it a little bit more time. It's supposed to get up to 50 today, or 55. But it's 9 o'clock now and it's a little chilly. This is my big water tank. I've had it for a few years. I just let it fill up and drain. I've never fiddled with it to have water, but I'm gonna clean it out this year and try to use the water a lot more than ever. Plus I got a pond out here. This pond is mine. Part of it's mine, part of it's a guy over there, and he has a house over there too. So I can use the pond. I'm going to try to use it a little bit more efficiently this year too. Never know what's going to happen. Things are a little crazy right now. But I'll get back with you when we get on the fence or the work, get more done on the greenhouse. All right, well, it's a nice rainy day here. Sunday, about what, 28th or something like that. Gonna get our eggs started. Here's my incubator. It's been well used. I'll show you what all my settings are, and we're gonna get started with some eggs. I'll tend to put eggs in as I go and have a hatch 3 or 4 days long. I really don't like to go any more than 4 days, because then the first hatch chickens or chicks are way bigger than the newly hatched and they pick on them too much. But I'll try 4 days this time. But I'll show you inside and what I try to keep temperatures and humidity at. Okay, here's my thermometer. 50 humidity. Temperature's already gone down, but I try to keep it at 100. This little rack system, I won't turn it on because it can't handle the weight of the eggs when they tip. It goes back and forth. I sort of do it manually. So I put my eggs point down. I let them sit inside. I let them sit inside a egg carton while they're waiting before I put them in, and I'll put them point down. You want to sort of let your eggs, You can see these eggs are pretty clean. I got one, this one right here is probably won't hatch. This one right here, it's got a couple spots on it, but we'll put it in anyhow, we'll see. I put all that straw in on my, in my box, and these eggs that just came, I picked up today, I got 12 or 10, I think, and they're just really clean. Sorry, I'm waving the camera around. Yeah, but when I fill this up, this rack up, and turn it on, the weight of the eggs when it goes all the way over, this way, will make this little thing break off. It's just a real pain. It's a lot easier to just do it like this. But I should be able to get, what do I got? 2, 4, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 6, 42 eggs, and I'll probably drop a couple over here on the side too. I'll try to get 50 of them in there. But you want to keep your temperature at 100 and your humidity at 50 until about day 18. And I'll keep good track of the dates I put them in, so that these eggs here and here, when they hatch, I'll probably be able to just about get it filled up tomorrow and the next day. So we'll be doing good. And then we'll just wait for the hatch. And then I got some guinea eggs coming in end of the month. She said she'd ship them as they're laid. So we'll see. And we'll move on to other things. The greenhouse, I'm moving on. We haven't quite got ignition on compost yet. It's it went up a little bit in temperature, but it's warmer outside today too. So, all right, all sealed up. Got some windows, but they're pretty. You can't really see through too good anymore. So, but I'll keep track of this, and then what I'll do is I'm going along, I'll tilt one side up. I got a little board for it. I got to go get it yet. I'll put a board under one side, and in the morning I'll come in and switch sides with the board, and at night I'll come in and switch sides with the board. Doesn't take that much. What you're trying to essentially do is keep the egg yolks from sticking to the side of the eggshell when they're first forming, because then it makes them hard to hatch. I don't think some of them will hatch. I think it kills them. So basically, you got that egg yolk floating in there, and you want to try to keep it floating in the middle of the egg as they're starting to develop. And as it gets further along, like day 15 to 18, I could actually take them all out. The ones that are developed are going to be developed. I'd be able just to take them out and put them right on the rack down there. But we'll see how it goes. All right, well, it's about 9:30 in the morning. It's pretty cold today, Monday. But I think this went up a little bit, yeah. See my temperature? That gauges the lowest it'll go is 50. It looks like it's up to about 70 or 65. What is that? Yeah, it looks like it's going on 65 maybe. It was warm yesterday, but I seriously doubt the warmth got to the center of that mass and stayed there. So I do believe it's heating up. So I come out today to give it another shot of overnight nitrogen, and we'll get this dumped on and all buttoned back up, and we'll see how it works. And then I'm going to go out there today and go on the I gotta get out here and get some maple trees tapped. Go on the greenhouse offensive. So we're doing maple syrup instead of building a greenhouse, but that snow sort of messed me up. All right, well, I'm gonna dump this nitrogen and button it all back up, and I'll be back. Yeah, well, I just rewrapped it up and replugged this in, and if you watch, that thermometer will go down to 50 out here. This is pretty cool out here right now. Wind's blowing and it's at least 40. But you can see that went down to 50. And when I stick it back in here, yeah, see? It goes up to about 65. So it's definitely ignited. Woohoo! Tickles me. Yeah, making compost. I don't know who's out here making all this racket.